This is Kuwait, a nation of shimmering towers and sovereign wealth, standing proudly at the northern tip of the Persian Gulf, a global financial hub and a beacon of arts and culture in the Middle East. But to truly understand this country's resilient spirit, we must look beyond the gleaming cityscape, back to a time when its identity was forged not by oil, but by hardship, trade and the sea. This is the story of Kuwait, the little fort, and its epic journey through history. Our story begins in the early 18th century, when a small group of families from the Aniza tribe migrated from the heart of the Arabian Peninsula to the coast, establishing a small settlement they called Kuwait, meaning little fort, or fortress by the sea. Under the leadership of the Al-Sabah family, chosen to govern in 1756, this tiny outpost began to thrive. Its deep natural harbour made it a perfect hub for trade between India, the Arabian Peninsula, and the ports of the Ottoman Empire. For over a century, Kuwait's fortunes were tied to the sea. It became a centre for boat building, and its skilled sailors were renowned throughout the Gulf. Above all, it was a capital of the pearling industry. Every summer, a fleet of hundreds of wooden dhows would sail from its shores, their crews embarking on the dangerous quest for the lustrous gems that were coveted across the world. By the late 19th century, Kuwait found itself caught between the ambitions of the powerful Ottoman Empire to its north and the growing influence of Great Britain in the Gulf. Seeking to preserve Kuwait's independence, Sheikh Mubarak the Great signed the Anglo-Kuwaiti Agreement of 1899, placing the nation under British protection. This pivotal treaty secured Kuwait's borders and its autonomy, setting the stage for its future as a sovereign state. The 1930s, however, brought severe hardship. The collapse of the pearl market, decimated by the global depression and the rise of cultured pearls from Japan, plunged Kuwait into poverty. But just as its oldest industry died, a new destiny was discovered. In 1938, after years of searching, black gold was struck at the Bergen field. This discovery would forever change Kuwait. After World War II, the oil began to flow and with it unprecedented wealth. The 1950s ushered in a golden era of modernization. The old mud brick wall that encircled Kuwait City was torn down, making way for a modern metropolis. The new oil revenues were invested in the people, funding the construction of world-class hospitals, schools and infrastructure. Kuwait transformed into a prosperous welfare state, a beacon of progress in the region. On June 19, 1961, the Anglo-Kuwaiti Agreement was terminated, and Kuwait became the first of the Gulf's British protectorates to declare full independence. This bright era of progress was shattered on August 2, 1990, when Kuwait was invaded by its neighbour, Iraq. The 7-month occupation was a period of immense suffering and destruction. But the spirit of Kuwait was not broken. Following its liberation in 1991 by an international coalition, Kuwait began the monumental task of rebuilding. The fires of its burning oil fields were extinguished, and the nation rose from the ashes, stronger and more determined than ever. Today, Kuwait is a vibrant and dynamic nation. Landmarks like the iconic Kuwait Towers symbolize its resilience and modern identity. Guided by its New Kuwait 2035 vision, the country is diversifying its economy, empowering its private sector, and fostering a thriving cultural scene. From a small coastal fort to a global economic player, the evolution of Kuwait is a story of survival, strategic vision, and the enduring power of a people who have time and again rebuilt their nation by the sea.